All right, Pisces, here we go. I'm here with a very excited parrot. He a Pisces, you know. You've been waiting on this. You've been complaining about this ever since the Aquarius reading. Waiting on this reading. This is for Pisces, my two fish people. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for December 2022 soulmate energies. General reading, it may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is technically timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it because you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. And I'm not a fucking time lord. This could be December for some of you, for most of you. For some of you, this could be rolling out in early January. Who the fuck knows? Queen of Cups, surface energy, pre-shuffle. Queen of Cups, crossed by Five of Cups. With an Eight of Pentacles, crossed by a Devil. Goat with its feet on fire. And Five Swords, crossed by Two Swords. I went through it like that because I'm just going to summarize it for you. Somebody really, no, I'm serious. I'm talking about your cockatoo soulmate. Somebody really regrets not telling you how they feel, not sharing this with you, not sharing their life with you. It actually comes out like that. Not picking you. How about that? They really regret it. And they're working on their demons, their inner demons that cause them to stay where they're at and cause them not to come towards you. They're putting in the work with the Devil crossing the Eight of Pentacles here. But they're having a little trouble. I think they need your help. I think they need your energy's help. I think they're not doing a good job. They're working on their demons, but they're not doing it right. They're missing an energy. And that peace comes from you. Or comes from this soulmate connection. And that's the part they're missing as well. They need to refocus what they're doing. Doesn't mean they're not coming towards you. Most of these readings in December have had forward movement. Just about every reading, if not all of them, have shown a great deal of communication or forward movement or lessons. Or at the very least, it's shown that the month of November in particular, which was some serious spiritual shit, really hit these runners hard, right? Because December is rooted in the energy of the Ace of Pentacles, which is a solid new beginning. We learned that from my Q4 reading, Q4 of 2022, in the year playlist, the year reading playlist. Anyway, let's see where we go. You ready? Everybody ready? Okay. Give me a soulmate cycle from the angle of Pisces, two fish, for December 2022. Let's go. Let's go. First card out before the cut. So why the fuck are we here? Truth. Healing. Truth always brings healing. Those are, I just blurted out the two messages burned into this card from the universe, from the energy. Truth. Healing. There you go. We're here because either somebody's about to have an epiphany, or you're about to find something out, or it's like a reconciliation energy, but it's more toward the incoming energy than you. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's cut the deck. It's too early to tell. I mean, I can tell. I could just dig on it and not do a reading. But the Magician. Yeah, there's a big change coming here. There's some kind of epiphany that the runner's about to have. I think that missing piece is going to get put in place. And that missing, because they're going about it all wrong, trying to cure whatever demons are keeping them where they're at. Not unlike the Leo connection, which you're kind of tied to, you're welded to here, angle 12 and angle 5 in the soulmate cycle. I've never been able to figure out why specifically. You don't have to know a Leo, it doesn't matter. Not unlike that connection, this person here makes bad decisions that leave them stuck in bad situations. It's an easy way to phrase it. It could be anything. Doesn't mean they have to be married or anything. It could be anything. There's a transformation coming here. There's some kind of change. Someone's going to realize that they have the power to fix it. And I think that's the piece they're missing. A lot of times we sit in Five Cups. Like that pre-shuffle opened with Five Cups crossing the Queen of Cups. A lot of regret and sadness for not telling someone how they feel, for not sharing their life with you is kind of the energy that's there, for not picking you, right? A lot of times we get stuck in that Five of Cups. It gets us caught in a loop, and until we realize we have the power to stop it the whole time. It's a bit of a prison of the mind where we have the key in our pocket. You know, let's see. Either way, that Ace of Swords is a good sign. that we might see some forward movement here too, which we should, I think. We'll see. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Pisces universe for December 2022. Give me a reading. Okay, you ready? I'm ready. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table, and I chuckled. It's the High Priestess. What's fueling this? Yeah. It is an epiphany. It just springs into action here. Somebody who's been just, again, it's what I just described to you. About the Five of Cups. Somebody just stuck in, well, I regret it and all that kind of stuff, but not realizing that you have to get out of that. You have to realize that they have the power to fix it. There's some sort of new beginning here that happens. And it happens because somebody finally looks at the stuff that they never wanted to look at before, in a way that shows them that they can make changes if they want to. Okay? Sort of like tied to the magician a little bit. That energy. Energy around your connection is here. How they're behaving in the 3D is here. And I know this is going to be a complicated reading. The soul energy is here. The hidden energy is here. It's red with the energy of your connection. And right here is the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything. Throw some universe cards at the end. Are you ready? Everything that's going to fall on the table is hidden energy. Everything. It's about the depths of the soul. Soul connection. Let's go. Energy around the connection. Page of Cups. It's communication. It's almost a connection reset in a way. It's almost like the connection it's like restarting a computer. Not shutting it down, restarting it. Okay? It's going to be tough to explain. This is going to be a tricky reading because the High Priestess is here. I hate that. There's a new beginning in this connection happening and you can't see it. I can feel it, but I can't explain it. Okay? Somebody on the other side who regrets not choosing you. I'll phrase it like that because that's what the universe wants me to say, so fine, I'll fucking say it. Regrets not choosing you is going to wake the fuck up one morning and realize that they can choose you. And I think it happens very quickly. And that's a very superficial explanation of this energy. I'm having a hard time finding the words. Sometimes within the energy, because the energy is 5D, right? There are no words in the English language. It's just, I've described it as best I can. We'll see what happens when we clarify. 3D energy. How are they behaving in the 3D? King of Cups. Weak at the knees about being vulnerable. Weak at the knees about saying how they truly feel. So it gets downgraded within the connection itself to a page. But deep inside, they feel a king. They feel a King of Cups. Okay. Soul energy bookending the page. This is going to be, look, cup. High Priestess. Look, is it any wonder I can't find the words? It's the Knight of Cups. Again, this in my reading, these are bookends, so this is crossing this. There's an escalation happening here in the energy. This is the base energy. This is separate. These two are read together. There's an escalation here. There's an urge to come towards you, and at the same time, an urge to push it back. There is just there's some catalyst. Something happens. Some energy that I can't describe that lives in these spaces between the cards comes in and makes this king speak up. Okay? Their soul is awake. The cards are in all the right places. If I were just a card reader, I would say someone's about to tell you how they feel. They're going to come give you an apology and a cup of love. But that's not accurate. And you might get readings like that all over YouTube for the month of December for Pisces. But that's not the whole story. The story lives, as it always does in life, between the lines. And between the lines here is some sort of epiphany. And you want this person to have that. Because you don't want them coming at you the same way they were. You don't want someone coming at you under an energy of regret that they didn't choose you. You want someone coming at you under an energy of, I'm fucking choosing you. Right? Okay. It's an easy way to put it. That happens. That's what this is talking about. And it happens rather suddenly, and there's a lot going on. This is all between the lines here. There's a lot happening here. Damn it, universe, you gave me another hard reading. My God. I've only had 2 that were really difficult in this whole fly through the zodiac. This is one of them. Right here. Hidden energy. Red with the Page of Cups. Let me refocus. Okay. 8 of Swords. Yeah. They're behaving in the 3D weak at the knees in the present moment, here in December. Weak at the knees about what to tell you, how to be vulnerable, blah, blah, blah. And that they're overthinking it. There's all soul up here, and there's too much fucking thought here. Is that they're thinking about emotions, which is death. Do not think about emotions. Do not do that. Love needs to be a leap of faith. Love is fucking crazy. Giving your heart and your soul to somebody is fucking nuts. If you stop and it's like flying on an airplane. If you stop and think about it too much, if you get an 8 swords at the airport, you will not get on that plane. You will run for the fucking hills. You mean to tell me I'm getting on an aluminum tube 7 miles in the air, flying 500 to 700 miles an hour, and I'm not going to get a maintenance report? I'm just going to trust that a corporation that likes to cut costs did all the right things, right? Yeah. Because it's no big deal for them to lose one plane. It doesn't matter. They lose some money and lose whatever, but it doesn't kill the company. And that's the way a lot of corporations think. You'd be crazy. You get in your head in the airport. No, you just check your bags and you go. You give them the ticket, you get on the plane, you sit there and you think about your destination. That's it. What's kind of what you got to do with love. It's a bit like getting on a plane. You just do it. All right? We'll get there. We'll be fine. You know, go for it. It's a leap of faith. This person's overthinking on crack. And I think that's what changes. Potential final outcome, red with the King of Cups, and I'm right. I'm 100% right. A tower. It changes. This gets transformed and torn down. Somebody shows up who wants to show up. This is communication when it falls here in my reading. But for this reading in particular, this is very powerful. Look at the dark background. What other card on the table has a dark background? The High Priestess. It's all about between the lines. So yeah, someone is showing up. But the why is important. They're not showing up because they regret not picking you. There's something in this cavern here, this little space between the lines that happens that shuts this down and allows them to come in under the energy of I am picking you. In other words, they're not coming in under 5 cups energy. They're showing up. Okay? There's a potential for it anyway. I say potential final outcome. I can't predict free will. No one can. But that's what's here. This is very complicated energy. This is tricky. A lot of this I have only scratched the surface of explaining because there just aren't words. And you know what? I'm going to need the witches for this, not the light seer. And I'll tell you what. Let's go. 9 of Pentacles at the bottom. Somebody breaking free of something. Page of Cups. Why is it here? Let's talk about it. Let's do it. Universe is not playing around with these monthly readings. These have been some of the best ones I've ever done of all the months. Really, it's amazing. But it's going out big. You are the anchor position. You're slice number 12 here in the soulmate cycle. So, you know, you're like old Lou Ferrigno on Network, on what the hell was it there? Battle of the Network Stars back in the day. They always used to make him the anchor man on the tug of war. Well, you're the anchor man on the tug of war here. That's why you got the really tough one. Let's see what's going on here. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Why is it here? Look at that. He came back from the pre-shuffle from another deck. The 5 of Cups. Yeah. There is that energy. Now again, the truth, the why, lives in the spaces. So again, over here, outside the space, in the thing, yeah, we have a Page of Cups. We have someone that this connection is restarting because somebody is rethinking it. Somebody is regretting not choosing you. Okay? Fine. That energy is there. It's verified. They're overthinking it, and that's why they're outside with their top off. You know. Forgot to put a shirt on. Whoops. On top here. 8 swords. Look. You can't make this stuff up. I'm not playing with you. I would never mess with two fish. Okay? Anybody who got fish tattoos on each butt cheek, I'm not fucking with you. Alright? These are read together. They're overthinking it. She's overthinking out here, male or female. Why is the Eight of Swords here? And something happens, and there it is, saying the same thing. 8 swords goes to a tower. 8 swords goes to a minor arcana tower in a lot of ways. Fast, sudden, forward movement. Communication. You have communication coming, but it's much more special than that. It's not... there are no words. It's just, the reading keeps saying the same thing. It says the same thing here, right here, as it says here. 8 swords goes to forward movement. There's something in between the cracks here. Something happens while she's outside. There's an epiphany. They realize something. Okay? I don't know. King of Cups. So, in the 3D right now, they're a little worried about being vulnerable. Probably because of all this overthinking. Let's talk about this. Tell me about the King of Cups. Well, you were making tons of noise on the Aquarius video. Now I'm doing your reading, and you're just quietly watching. It's almost like you know it's your reading. It's really weird. I swear. He's smarter than we realize. All right, King of Cups. Tell me about it. It's the devil. Yeah, that makes sense. And we had the devil in the pre-shuffle. The devil, we had a pre-shuffle card crossing here and a pre-shuffle card crossing here. Both from different decks. They're worried about being vulnerable, but it's because they're not dealing with their demons properly. But something happens that makes them deal with the demons properly. It involves a tower, and it lives right in here. Okay? What's on top? The Hermit. Okay? There's the Awakening. There's an awakening. Fine. Why is the Hermit here? The Ace of Swords. Truth. I mean, come on. You can't. That is perfection in tarot. We got an exact answer to our question. The universe can't pinpoint it for a general audience, for thousands of you watching. 20,000 people are going to watch this video. They're nervous about, they haven't dealt with their demons properly until something happens that a light bulb goes off and awakens their soul, which brings an epiphany. That's the epiphany I'm talking about. That's the card that was before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? The Ace of Swords. It falls right there. I asked the universe before I pulled these about this space, and that's my answer. There is some sort of an epiphany which has no words that allows this person a lot of healing to see the truth. Something happens here. I think I would make a prediction and say that I think all this thinking about you that they're doing causes, I don't want to say weird dreams, but I want to say almost fantasies of some kind, and that triggers some sort of energy that awakens something inside them. And they realize there's something they can do about it. I believe this energy comes towards you. Leo's energy person, the sign you're tied to. You know, again, you don't have to know a Leo. Just, we're talking energy and angles on a cycle. Leo's person is coming towards them too, but they're in a very confusing way, very self-serving way. This is very different. This is very much from the soul. Speaking of the soul, let's pull on the Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups here? That's all I can tell you. Okay? But what's important is the why. Why someone comes at you. That's why we do extended readings and things for the all signs. Because why someone's motivations, why they're doing it, or hang-ups, or devils, or whatever, is important to understand. So you know what you're getting into, right? You can be very happy to hear from somebody only to find out later maybe, you know, shouldn't have gotten that wish, you know, because you didn't know a few things. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Why? Six of Pentacles. Yeah. There's an urge in the soul to give. The brain here, the Eight of Swords, is cock-blocking the soul. The soul gets uncock-blocked when it gets woken up. I may need to pull a side read on this Hermit. We'll see. Judgment. Yeah. Yep. Soul wants a second chance. They're worried about it. Got it. That's powerful energy to have in the soul. The universe is working here. I believe it's the universe itself, this soul connection itself, that wakes this person up. Okay? They're worried about a second chance with you because this Judgment is directly bookending the Eight of Swords. Why's Judgment here? The Sun. Why do they want a second chance? Because they're happy. You make them happy because you're where the happiness is. They're obviously unhappy. They're Five of Cups, sad and regretful for not picking you, for not choosing you. This, by the way, is communication. This directly bookends communication, the Eight of Wands. Again, the reading is cross-checking itself left and right. All right? I still don't know specifically what the epiphany is, what the catalyst energy is that causes this change in this person. But I think what happens here is, if, for example, if your person's married, I think they make some pretty radical changes. I think they completely forget they are under this energy. If they're not married, that doesn't matter. They just forget who they were. Anyway, Eight of Swords. Let's talk about it. Maybe we'll get some answers here. What's going on? Why are you giving me the Eight of Swords here? Well, I know why, but why? Why is the Eight of Swords here, universe? Let's clarify it. Crossing the Eight of Swords is the Hanged Man. The month of November was some spiritual shit. 11/11 portal and all of that, and lots more, you know, all of it. This person got woken up. This person, and they didn't want to. They saw something happened in the previous month of November that this person saw some shit about realized some shit about their life or about themselves. And the problem is it was very much from the soul, those realizations, and then they tried to shut it down. And what that did is it results in paranoia. It results in fear, panic attacks almost, kind of a thing. Okay, you have to be careful about that. All right, they weren't. What's on top? The Magician. Yeah, this energy does get transformed somehow. Why is the Magician here? The King of Pentacles. It does. It stabilizes somehow. But again, the universe is as vague with the Magician as it is with the Hermit over here. It's probably because there's too many people watching. You're all dealing with a different person in different situations, but the same frequency of energy plays out differently in different situations, right? The same frequency of energy that makes someone rob a bank is the same frequency of energy, exact frequency, that makes someone steal 20 bucks from your drawer. You know, it's the same thing. It's the same energy. It doesn't matter. So it depends who you're reading it for, right? You know, it is what it is. For some of you, it's someone stole money. You own a bank and someone stole money from your bank. For others of you, it's just someone took a 20 out of your top drawer. You know, same frequency. So what I've got here is I've got the same frequency of energy playing out differently for 20,000 people. And the universe is being very vague. There's a transformation that occurs, a catalyst energy occurs and brings stability to this person. They come to their senses and they reach out. Okay? This energy, this Eight of Swords changes. I got the Magician on top of 8 swords, the Magician red with 8 swords. And that brings stability. Whatever this Magician is, it's the same energy represented here by the Hermit. I'll try to pull on it. I don't know if I'll get anything. First, we need to pull on the Tower, which results in someone showing up, probably surprising the hell out of you. But in a new energy, someone who wants to build things on a solid foundation, you know, because their whole life has been built on sand, and that's part of what the epiphany that they realize is. That might be as deep as I can get with it, to be honest. We'll see. Why is the Tower here? What's the final on this? What's this all mean to Pisces? My two fish people. What does this all mean to Pisces? Communication. Temperance in the final outcome, potential final outcome, I can't predict free will, is communication. This is the environmental energy right now around this tower is, oh shit, the tower fell, I need to reach out to two fish. Okay? Something about what happens here brings this person to you. Something about this epiphany that happens when this catalyst energy wakes up the soul brings this person to you. We saw it here with Judgment. We can feel it here with the Sun. We see it here with the Eight of Wands. We see it here with Temperance. If this is balanced energy, this is a balance. This occurs. This tells us that this occurs after this Magician energy changes things and they get out of 8 swords. So you don't have someone coming at you under 8 swords or 5 cups of sadness and, oh, I didn't pick them, I'm sad, I've got my tail between my legs. You have someone coming towards you for under some serious reconciliation energy. All right, these cards are read with these, the 3D. What's on top? 7 cups. This is, I was just about to say we might get some more information on this catalyst energy, right? I said there's 20,000 people watching. You're all dealing with a different person, different situations, but I have the same frequency of energy that's playing out across the board. That's what the universe just said. 7 cups. This plays out differently for all of you. There's no way I can pinpoint it. I can't. There's no way. Again, I reiterate my analogy. The same frequency of energy that causes someone to rob a bank also causes them to steal a 20 from your drawer. One is a major crime, one is a minor crime. If at all a crime. Not a crime. You just yell at them for it. Right? The other one, you go to federal prison for a very long time. Same energy. Same exact frequency. That said, this happens differently for all of you, but it does happen. Okay? Why is the 7 cups here? Now this is read with the Ace of Swords. Knight of Cups. Look at that. The Ace of Swords led us into a Knight of Cups in the soul, which had judgment, someone come from the past returning, and the Sun, which we felt, which was tied to the 8 of Wands, because it's a direct bookend of communication. So all of this makes a tie. If we were to take little strings, and it all, the 8 of Wands of communication, the Sun of communication, the Knight of Cups, bringing in the Cup of Love, all connects to this Knight of Cups on top of a tower. It plays out differently for all of you. I cannot pinpoint it. It's not possible. But I can say that this epiphany caused with this energy, which happens differently for each of your people, causes the Knight of Cups to come in. A long-awaited offer of actual love. And this is genuine. This backs up what I've been telling you. This is not someone coming at you under 8 swords of confusion and fear, or 5 cups of, oh, I'm sorry I didn't pick you, tail between my... This is someone coming at you with a real deal offer. It's very impressive energy. It's very difficult to find the words. All right? I've been honest with you in this reading. A lesser reader would have made something up. That, oh, they see a dream of you, and then they see you on a billboard, and some bullshit nonsense. No, it plays out differently for all of you. The same frequency of energy plays out differently in different situations. It's something to keep in mind as you go through life and you're dealing with people and situations. It's how you can learn from situations. It's how I learned from situations. Oh, I felt this energy before. Oh, how interesting. It applies here too. That teaches you something. As you learn, your energy grows. You gain wisdom. Your frequency goes up. So always be learning. Anyway, you got a Knight of Cups coming your way. As if we didn't know already from just the base top row of this reading. Judgment. There's a second chance here, but it's much deeper than that. It's much deeper. There's a lot of hidden energies here. I'm going to pull 3 more cards from the universe, see if there's anything else it wants to tell you. Okay? I've been very honest with you with this reading. But crossing that High Priestess, what you don't know is this explosive, surprising, poof, Ace of Wands. And that was backed up, by the way, by the Tower in the final outcome. How about that? I love tarot, I do. It really reflects the energy nicely. But there's always layers, it's always tricky, and everything matters. Attention to detail is key. And I've tried to be as transparent as I can with you with this reading, tying things together and all that. It's right here. It's all laid out for you. Give me 3 cards, universe. What else you want to tell 2 fish before we go? And I give myself a day off because I just did 13 readings in 2 days. 2.5 days. Jesus. All right. I think I'm going to go fishing tomorrow. There we go. Let's see where we go here. Give me 3 cards. What else you want to tell 2 fish? And make it good, universe. This was a powerful reading. The Emperor. We always pull from the bottom. The Emperor. Your divine masculine. I'm just going to talk it out. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Your divine masculine is coming to open up to you. This is my biggest card of communication in the minor arcana. Bigger than the 8 of Wands. Opening up. Really opening up. because for reasons I've explained, when the Hermit awakens and the Epiphany, which we can't pinpoint because it happens differently for all of you, to smooth things out, because it's driving them batshit crazy with the 9 swords crossing that. The 9s are coming to the end. They're done thinking about it. They're done. We escalate from 8 swords twice to 9 swords. That's the 9s are the end in tarot. The end of that, the end of this causes this whole thing here backs up the whole reading. The 8 swords is a problem right now. They're thinking about it too much. Something happens, either magician or hermit representing the same energy, that causes things to smooth out, to mellow out. There's an epiphany that happens. All right, that takes us to 9 swords, which is the end. They come, they open up. It's a one silent divine masculine is very balanced here in their approach at smoothing things out. It is minor arcana, the 6 swords. The result is about going to the rainbow, but it is taking this from choppy water to smooth water, but it's minor arcana. It's up to their free will. I cannot predict free will, and in an effort to be honest even deeper, again, like I said, this epiphany, this awakening within them that causes the 8 swords to go to 9 and come to an end and have them open up, and this Knight of Cups to come in, and this Tower to happen, just like, whoa, where did you come from? Happens differently for all of you. Okay? There's no way to just pinpoint it. I have no idea. It could be dreams. It could be just finally realizing the error of their the flaws in their logic. Who knows? All right. But the end result here, even in the final message from the universe, is communication. And it gave me this card, which has perched birds, communication, 3 cups, the flow of water, the sun from the soul. It's nice. It's a conversation from the soul. Because why do I say that? Is it because of the sun and it's El Sol? No. Because the sun is in the soul position in the reading. See? Detail. It's very important. You got to notice everything. All right? I know a lot of you pull cards, so I like to give tips. All right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Should have been. I did my best. This is tough energy. Tough to translate, but it is what it is. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If I helped one person today with this reading, I've done my job, karmically speaking. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Good luck, Pisces. 2 fish.